So hello, welcome back to the channel, and the first time during the Vietnam War series of videos that you've seen this ugly mug on camera. I'm going to roll the credits and then we'll have a chat about what's coming next. See you in a minute. Welcome back to the channel, and what is part 5 essentially of the Huey build from Rubicon Models, but I want to do something with it. I want to do something kind of different, really. So I had a chat with Steve Perry from Rubicon Models UK, who sent me the kit. And has also sent me some figure sets, so the US Army figure set and the North Vietnamese Army figure set, and we had a chat, and I kind of told him what my idea was, what I envisaged me doing with it, and he seemed really happy with it. Now, I did explain, obviously my imagination may certainly outweigh my ability to achieve something like this. First kind of thing like this I've really ever done. Excuse me, itchy eye. Now, I'm going to ping a picture up on the screen now. Now, please bear in mind, I am no artist, okay? So this looks like a 5-year-old's drawing. But this is just a rough idea. Hopefully it'll make sense as I explain it. So the Huey, obviously we finished off in part 4. That's a fantastic kit. Go and get one. They're awesome. So on this particular picture or plan or whatever you want to call it, so that's my really bad attempt at a Huey, which is on top of essentially like a tower, with some US Army troops disembarking from the Huey, and then as we move down the tower, we've got an opening sort of halfway up, which I envisage like a tunnel network. Obviously the North Vietnamese Army and the Viet Cong moved around in tunnel networks to avoid detection by US forces, etc, etc. So what I envisage is creating like a tower with some lighting in it, and having some North Vietnamese Army troops moving through that tunnel network in order to counter the attack that is now coming in from the Hueys and the US cavalry. Those of you that have seen We Were Soldiers will know where I'm going with this, which is a film based on the Battle of, well, it's a true story, but you know, dramatized version of the Battle of Le Drang. So yeah, that's what I envisage. So the Battle of the Drang was the first engagement between the North Vietnamese Army and the US Army, and it was the first time that helicopters were used on combat operations. So it's quite a poignant battle. Those of you that have seen the film, it's quite an emotional watch. It's not an easy film to watch, but it's fantastic, so well made in my opinion. Mel Gibson plays Colonel Hal Moore. I was lucky enough to be sent Hal Moore's book by Mr. Malcolm Charles. I've read that, and again, quite harrowing in places, but such a turning point, I think, in modern conflict. The use of helicopters as an insertion method for troops, rather than back in World War II when paratroopers were the thing, you know. So yeah, so that's what I envisage doing. So the bottom half almost is going to be like a box dio. It's going to focus, hopefully, focus the eye towards what I want the person looking at it to look at. And then on top of the dio, we're going to have the landscape, the Huey, and the US troops disembarking from the Huey. That's the plan. So what's coming next then as video content? So next video will be a quick look inside the box of the US Army troops. And then what we're going to do is I'll do a video after that of kind of putting those together, painting them, and everything else. Then we're going to move on to the North Vietnamese troops. Again, we'll look inside the box, and then I'll do a video showing putting them together, painting them, you know, how I'm going to do it. And then probably 2 videos after that will be construction of the actual box diorama, putting the lights in, making sure it looks okay. Yeah, and that's the plan. It may not work. This is an experiment. It may not work, but you guys are going to be on that journey with me, and follow the mistakes and etc. as I go through the build. If it works, and if at the end it's kind of okay, and we're happy with it, and Steve's happy with it, then what will happen to this is this will go to Rubicon UK, to Steve Perry, and this will travel around the shows on the Rubicon trade stand, so that they can use it as a display piece, essentially. That in mind, as regards lighting, it needs to be sort of battery powered, because depending on where that show is that this is at, they may not have access to mains power, and there's no point with doing all the tunnel if you can't see it because it's dark. So it needs to be battery powered. I'm going to have a think about how I'm going to achieve that, with LEDs, etc. That's the plan. So we'll see how it goes. Yeah, that's it. So thanks for watching. We'll go back to the more what you used to watching the Vietnam series now. You won't see this ugly mug on camera really, maybe right at the end, but it will be all focused on the bench and what we're doing on the bench. I hope you enjoyed the Huey series of videos. Any questions, comments, let me know. I've included all the paint lists and stuff that I used. Yeah, so that's it. Follow the links in the description below for some really cool content. Don't forget to dig deep for Kits with Kids. The link for the Just Giving is in the description. And follow all the other links to all stuff Rubicon, the Plastic Posse, our Facebook group, etc. And if you're new here, then don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button and follow this journey now from sort of start to finish almost. So yeah, I'm looking forward to getting cracking on this. The Huey's done. I'm gonna get some figures painted. You can see my dog there. Get my sort of figures painted. I envisage anywhere between sort of 12 and 16 figures, maybe 6 US and a few more MVA. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, that's the plan. I will catch you next time. Till then, stay safe, happy hobbying. Bye bye.